Hello, artist. We have already talked about drawing three-dimensional shapes, and today we're going to do a Cassie Stevens lesson, but first you're going to practice. And I love the lesson that she is doing. She's a great art teacher, and she's talking about cylinders, and so I wanted to show you first we're going to practice on a dry erase board, but I want you to actually look at a coffee mug. You know, this is maybe your cocoa mug, okay? And it is the same shape as this, but it's bigger, okay? This one is hollow, meaning I could put my hand in it, and this is a solid, okay? And it's three-dimensional shape. So I want you thinking about when you draw this as an artist, your paper, your real paper, that your project paper you're gonna use is gonna be vertical, going up and down. First thing I want you to do is think about making an oval. Everybody say oval, okay? Now, do you see how I'm going back and forth on it? I'm moving my arm. Your movement, artist, actually comes from your shoulder, not your hand. If I was to put my hand like this, it's restricted, okay, meaning it's harder to move. So practice making, and do a bunch of these. If you want, do them all over the place. Maybe make wide ones. Now, do you see how that has a bigger opening? If I look at this cylinder from above, if I start to tilt it, do you see how that's, the circle looks like a circle? And then when I keep moving it, artist, it looks more like an oval where I can't see the whole thing. Okay, so practice doing those ovals. Show and share with your shoulder buddy. Then I'm going to show you how to do a mug. And I want you to practice this before we use the daubers and her lesson, so you understand once you use a dauber, you can't erase it. So in the middle of your paper, your board, not your paper, I want you to think about your cylinder being on top, and use your magic finger first if you need to. So I'm going to draw a cylinder. Okay, so there's my cylinder at the top. That's the top of my mug. If I had it like this, that would be that opening right there. Do you see that? That's what you're drawing, artist. Now, I want you to have two parallel lines going straight down. Okay, so that's the side of my mug, and it's not perfect. That's okay. Now, I want you to look at this, artist. So you've done this line here, and you've done that line there. Now, if you look at the bottom, see how that is curved? I put it on the table, you can see better. That's curved, and the top is curved. So you're going to do the same thing at the bottom. It's a parallel curve. So that is curved. Do your finger on here first, or you do your marker like this and not touch it, and then keep that same movement, artist. And there, now we have the bottom of the mug. Now, before I put the handle on, I want you to think about something. If I'm going to set this on the table, I want you to think about if I had the table here, draw a line, hit a bump and jump, so then it would look like the cup is sitting on the counter. If I had it here, then it would look like it's going to fall off the edge. So judge where you want it. I'm going to put my line, draw a line, hit a bump and jump. Okay, so there's my mug, but it needs a handle. You decide if you want your handle on the left or if you want your handle on the right. Okay, doesn't matter to me. And if you look at it, artist, if I set it right here, what letter does that look like to you? That's right, it looks like a C, or on this side, it looks like a D. So you just have curved line. So I'm going to do mine on the right side. So it looks like a C, backwards C. Fill it in like that, and that's your mug. Now on the video that she shows you, she does her steam a little different, which is fine. You can choose how you want to do it. My steam, I've always done a curvy, wavy line, and it goes right inside there, okay? And then it stops because I wanted to have the illusion like it's coming out of the cup. If you want to fill it with some liquid, then put your liquid in there like that, artist. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to follow step by step with her lesson, and I'm also going to show you how I'm just going to do an example with mine. So here's the daubers. They're permanent. I want you to take a pen and write your name. You've already watched Cassie Stevens' lesson. Now remember, you can do the mug how you want to do it. It's up to you. I'm showing you a simple, basic way, similar to what she's done, just so we can do it step by step. This is the dauber. You don't want to shake them. You want to be careful opening up the lid. Remember, this will stain your clothes. So push up your sleeves. If it's long like me, push them up. If they're little, let them be. Okay? Everybody say that. Good job. So I'm going to cut, I can't erase this, and we've already practiced on our dry erase boards. So here's what mine looked like. If you remember, that was on my dry erase board. I want you to think about, okay. Placement. So if I put my mug all the way up here, I won't have room for my steam. So I'm going to use my magic finger first, do an oval. You practice with this. Oh, now look at this one that I pulled out for the video. it's not working. So, oh, I got it going. Very carefully go. It's harder to use the dauber than it is a marker. You're gonna find that out, artist. I'm not looking for perfection, I'm looking for trying. That curve line down here, there's my curve. Put my handle of my C, there we go. Now I wanna put it on the table. Hit a line, hit a bump and jump. Okay, this would be my tablecloth like she showed you in her video. You can use your patterns and make the little designs inside there. You could put things on your mug if you want to. I'll actually fill this in. And then you will also be painting this today, if we have time.
I kind of like the way that looks. Think about where the pattern would go if this is like my wallpaper. And that's it. I put my cap on. And then next you're going to paint with tempera or watercolors.
You're going to use oil pastels. Remember to be gentle with them. These are fluorescents. Be careful with the trays. They have lids that look like this. Okay. This one comes in a box. Make sure you put it in the right way, artist. It goes just like this inside here. Set them down to share them, and then you decide the pattern that you want.